I'm Alex McColgan and you're watching Astrum. And today we will be learning about mankind's first and only attempt to place a probe into orbit around one of the hardest to reach planets in the solar system.
I got an email from an energy company that said, "Hi Tom, we own a wind turbine. Do you want to go up to the top of it?" And of course I said yes, but then I asked, could I leave by the emergency exit? And for some reason, they said yes. Franklin D. Roosevelt was the first sitting US president to fly in an airplane back in 1943. But for most of his presidency, he used a very different form of travel. This is the Ferdinand Magellan, officially known as US car number 1, 120 tons of armour-plated, bulletproof rail car.
If there were dinosaurs watching the stars, one night they may have noticed the appearance of a new star, a tiny dot that for many weeks slowly became bigger and brighter. Until one fateful day, it looked like another small moon in the night sky. And then it faded from sight as it dipped into Earth's shadow. For a few more hours, the illusion of continuity was upheld, until it was not anymore. In the morning, the object suddenly appears again, now almost as large as the sun in the sky and growing every moment, heading for the coast near the Yucatan Peninsula. It takes the asteroid only seconds to pass through the thin layer between space and the ground to make contact, as it enters the atmosphere at almost 60 times the speed of sound. There are about 20 billion Sun-like stars in the Milky Way, and estimates suggest that a fifth of them have an Earth-sized planet in its habitable zone, the area with conditions that enable life to exist. If only 0.1% of those planets harbored life, there would be 1 million planets with life in the Milky Way.
PSR J1719-1438 is probably one of the most fantastical cosmic objects you'll learn about here. The first thing to know is that 1438 is a neutron star, a small but incredibly dense stellar object which usually averages no more than 12 miles in diameter. Neutron stars are so dense that just 1 teaspoon of their stellar material would weigh about 1 billion tons on Earth.
Yellowstone is well known for its abundance of wildlife and its many geothermal features. Particularly Old Faithful, a geyser that regularly blasts water 50 full meters into the air approximately every 90 minutes. Over 4 million people visit the park to take in all of these sights every year, but Yellowstone is harboring a dangerous secret. It's located just atop a slowly ticking time bomb. The largest supervolcano, not only on the North American continent, but also anywhere on the planet right now.
We see once it gets going, it's starting to flash. Now what's very interesting here is the flashing is not caused by little particles, little lumps of flash material. This is just a single pyrotechnic composition. The flash is caused by some very complex chemistry. During the dark phase, some reaction products are being produced, and when they build up to a certain level, they themselves undergo a reaction to produce the flash. The exact mechanism is not really understood. So even though fireworks are perhaps 1,000 years old, there are still aspects of the chemistry of fireworks which are not fully understood, which are the subject of research and experiments, and people are still publishing papers on various theories of why this strobing effect should occur.
Next up we have Level Earth Observer, who has something to say regarding cranes. What? I think we've stumbled across a James Bond villain. Evil master plan in progress, stealing bulldozers. I think we need an ominous soundtrack for this.
Now, what makes more sense to someone using logic here? Am I driving this crane on top of a cannonball that's doing 500,000 miles an hour, flying through space, whilst I'm spinning and wobbling and oscillating?
Yes, you are.
Or do you think I might be on a non-rotating Earth, which isn't moving anywhere, thankfully? What do you think here? What makes more sense, I wonder? Let's just have a think about this.
Sure, okay, let's have a think about this. Unfortunately, your extreme personal incredulity doesn't mean anything when it comes to the size, shape, and movement of the Earth.
Okay, Mrs. Bonaparte, this is it. One last push, and we're done. Congratulations, it's a general. Oh, and here comes the rest of the army now. Did you just say the rest of the army?
The halberd is a weapon that came into common usage in the 15th and 16th century. It's from a time in which the men doing the fighting are professionals wearing professional kit, and they've got lots of armour. By and large, they're not using shields in this period, so it's the very late medieval and actually early Renaissance period is the high point of halberd use.
Hi everyone, Jonathan here with another interesting firearm to show you from the Armouries collection. Let's see if I can get it in frame, there we go. Yeah, let me just give you a quick spin around. So we have, as some of you will have spotted, a Martini type action. And on the left side of that action, you might just make out, and we'll show you a close-up, the Birmingham Small Arms Company logo. Very important, famous firearms company